Let's kick this off.
Is this working?
I think it is, Quasey.
Okay. Welcome, everybody, to the One More Thing Tech podcast. As always, except not always, because I disappeared for like a week or two once. But as for the most part, I'm your host, Quasey.
And I'm Adam.
And ladies and gentlemen, last week we had the Apple event, right? And that can only mean one thing. That we have a great episode planned for you here today, right? So, obviously, we're going to review some of the topics that came up last week, talk about some of the differences. But also, Adam has some special things in the show notes that I'd love to get started on. So, without further ado, unless there's anything you want to say, Adam?
Let's just dive in. And there's, I guess, just one thing. With the event that happened, just last week, what things are you going to be buying? I know you mentioned something at one point in the week, and then you might have changed your mind this morning. Is there anything that you have your eye on at all?
So right now, I don't know if you guys know, I've been rocking a older Apple Watch. I don't know if it's a Series 4 or Series 5, but I've been rocking an older Apple Watch for quite some time. And, I think it's time for an upgrade. So I'm definitely going to be upgrading my Apple Watch this year, whether it be to the 11 or the SE, but I'm not getting the Ultra. I don't wear my watch enough for me to get the Ultra. I'm usually wearing like an actual watch. No, I like
Ultra
wear
just
but you
changes
gotta understand.
everything.
Like, I like analog watches that look good, especially when I'm like dressing up and going out fancy. So it's just like I wouldn't get enough value out of the Apple Watch Ultra, and I feel bad about it.
I think you're wrong. I don't know. It's a premium watch. You can change the band to whatever you like. You can have an analog watch face to accompany your fancy lifestyle, Quasey. The endless possibilities just... and you won't go back. If you get the Ultra, never go back. I'm telling you right now.
Well, I don't know. You said that about the Pro Max, and I'm ready to go.
And have you gone
I'm ready
back
to
yet?
run away. I just haven't bought a new phone. I'm more than ready to switch to a smaller. Actually, this weekend I was hanging out with somebody who had a Pro, and I almost cried because, like, that lady at Verizon kind of did me dirty now that I realize it. I really wanted the Pro.
I really think it's not her fault. Because you could have gone back and swapped it, and you chose to keep walking.
We were already in the car. You know what I mean?
Were
I was
you in
going to have
their
my
car
dad.
in like a different country away from this location?
No, we were actually like 5 minutes down the road. And I was like, wait.
Okay.
Dad, this isn't right.
That would make sense. But no, you were like, the turnaround factor was very possible. That's what it sounds like.
I wasn't driving. I was actually like not even in the front seat. You know what I mean? It was my brother and my dad in the front seats. So I didn't have much say in the matter. You know what I mean?
Especially when you didn't say anything in the matter.
This is true. Wait, I did make sure everybody knew that that's not the phone I wanted. I was complaining all day. Of course, it's not as bad as it used to be. I'm getting
really
a little bit more
bad.
accustomed to it, but it's like, good Lord, I just
it will
blinded
grow
myself.
on you. The second it came out, I got it. The Pro Max, which was when was that now? When did the Pro Max first come out?
It might have been the 12.
11 or 12, I think. Yeah.
Okay, I lied. It was definitely the 11.
Okay. Yeah, the second, I mean, literally, it's $100 more for literally a way bigger screen. I mean, it's just worth it. I don't know. I watch stuff on my phone. I play games and do various different things, and that larger screen makes it everything for me. So, for me, it's worth it. Okay. Moving on, though, Quasey. As we know, Apple had an event, right? But that's not the only thing they're doing this year. Did you know this?
It's not the only event they're doing this year?
No, we have 10 more products coming out.
10?
In the next couple months, I would say.
Adam, 10
going into the new year. Yeah. Did you know this? So, we are looking at, Quasey, the M5 iPad Pro coming out in October is what's slated for currently. What are your thoughts with that?
Well, you see, I personally don't use any of the Pro iPads, right? I think, I don't know. I think it's a thing with me. I think the iPads are a bit large, and they're not iPads anymore. They're more of computers. Like, I can't get a 13-inch iPad and say it's an iPad. 13 inches is the size of most laptop screens. You know what I mean? However,
They are, but what if you do not have a Mac or a laptop and
what if
that
I didn't
is your
have a Mac?
device?
What if I didn't have a Mac, Adam? I think the thing is like when you're putting down your budget and you're like, what am I gonna buy this year? You're either buying that iPad or you're buying the Mac. You can't buy both because if you buy both, you're gonna go bankrupt, right? And they're pretty much the same price when you put it all together. Like you buy your iPad and then you buy like let's say I get the iPad Pro. Well, it starts at like what $10.99 if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken. Oh, I lied. It definitely starts at $9.99, and then
Well,
I have to
13-inch, so yeah, you're right.
and then I'm gonna go buy the Magic Keyboard, which Adam, I don't know if you've heard of this, but do you know how much that Magic Keyboard costs? It's like $300.
No, it's 350.
That's already the price of a MacBook, right? Just to get
350?
slightly less features than a. Oh no, not 350.
Oh, so say,
The base
find me that
model
Mac right
iPad-
now. I'd be buying it.
The base model iPad Pro with the Magic Keyboard. So would I buy it if I didn't already have a Mac? I have to say yes. I personally think that it brings a lot to the table like that. You know what I mean?
It does. Back
Like
to the keyboard, though. Here's one thing to note. I think everybody that has this Magic Keyboard from Apple will agree. It is incredibly wonderful.
yeah, no, I was using it last night because my best friend has an iPad Pro.
I love it.
And I had to use the lockdown browser, and I just don't feel like putting that on my computer. And you know, I couldn't tell the difference between my MacBook's computer or keyboard and the iPad Pro's keyboard, except for the
Yeah.
fact that it was a lot smaller and closer to me.
There are competitors that make such a thing, like the Surface from Microsoft, and let me tell you, that's like $275, almost $300 for that keyboard retail.
Right.
And that keyboard, for the first week, is great, and after that, it is as if you bought a Play School 3-year-old keyboard that is designed to break quickly. It is treacherously terrible. The edges fray up, they stop working, the connection isn't as strong. It just seems to be like it's just made to be in a local dollar store, basically. It's so bad, and that is wicked expensive. Now, also those keyboards from the Surface doesn't really hold anything up. It's just it snaps on, that's it. The Surface has a stand built into it, right? This, as you know, that's a chunky iPad. They're a little heavy. That has to hold it up at any angle you want, plus it's a case. And I'll tell you, it's worth every penny. It's expensive, there's no doubt about that.
There's
But
no
I'm
doubt.
telling you, when I have it, I won't buy another like keyboard case for my iPad, hands down, because
I will
it is
say-
incredible.
I will say, you don't have to get the iPad Pro, right? I know we're talking about the M5 iPad Pro right now, but if
Yes.
you're getting an iPad and you're going for school, guys, the iPad Air is just as good. Like I got to be honest with you, I think if I wasn't like a pro user and everything right now, I think I'd get an iPad Air because like the only thing I don't have that's not a pro or that's not good. The only thing I have Adam.
We're having difficulties here.
There we go. The only thing I have that is not a pro model device right now is my my Apple Watch. But then again, they don't make an Apple Watch Pro; they make an Apple Watch Ultra.
And your pencil.
So, I lied. And my iPad. My iPad is not an iPad
And your
Pro.
pencil,
But my
too.
phone, I don't know where my pencil is. My pencil doesn't exist to me
Exactly.
anymore.
It's so
It's
sad.
gone. It's all gone, Adam.
But here's what I say with the iPad Pro. It is so close to a Mac experience. I do not have a Mac that is up to date currently. That's something that will be changed in the future. But it is a great device for a lot of different things. If I want to just check some email, browse the internet, it does what Mac stuff does exactly almost. I mean, it is limited by the apps that it has to offer. That's really what comes down to with the iPad. But I love to watch movies and shows on it. It is the perfect size for a 13-inch for that experience. And you can't say it's not. It really is perfectly the right size. Like going on a plane, for instance, or you're going on a trip, or whatever the case is. It is a great experience with that. And the battery is so good. I mean, I might go a week and a half before I have to charge it. Now, that all changed with iOS and iPadOS 26. The second I installed iPad OS 26 on my iPad, which is the M1 series iPad Pro, mind you, it was 42 minutes after that was installed. That battery went from 100% to 70% in an hour. I don't know if that's like, when you first install, it has to do its optimizations and all that stuff in the background. And maybe it was doing that still. So I'm going to see if it's the same case. But yeah, that was a little scary because I've never seen my iPad drain that fast for any occasion I've used it. Ever.
So that'd definitely be just a tad bit worrying.
Yes. Man, it's like right there. I can just look right now, but I will have to look later because we got to move on with this.
Right.
Any case, though, what about that M5 Vision Pro, Kwesi? What are your thoughts with that?
My thing is, as you know, unfortunately, still to this day, to this very moment, I've never had a Vision Pro. Not only have I never owned a Vision Pro, but I've never even tried one on.
Yeah, I forgot. We have yet to go to the Apple Store and do that. Oh my gosh, we have to get permission to record there because that.
You not just record in the Apple Store?
I don't. I had before.
I think we would need permission to like.
It's always better to ask for permission first than just do it.
Yeah, my roommate has this wacky philosophy of do it now and ask for forgiveness later. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate that philosophy.
That did not work for us in the YouTube episode last week. I mean, we had to do some appeals, but we did get the video back up.
So I actually think that it was just YouTube flagging it.
But it said YouTube Apple did that, though, didn't it?
No, it was YouTube that flagged it and then said it was copyright infringement.
But why specifically was it the iPhone Air of all the topics we talked about?
Yeah, I feel like we really watched more of... So for those of you that don't know, last week we did our little podcast and we had uploaded it to YouTube, but then all of a sudden, it's been up for a good 5-10 minutes at this point, right? And so YouTube decides to process it, and they're like, "Oh, they're playing the iPhone Air in the background for about 5 seconds. Oh, unacceptable." And they took it down. They took down our video all over the world. So we had to send in an appeal, and clearly Apple likes us.
That guy did, Kwesi.
Clearly Apple likes us. So
yeah, I mean, we are up there. And
we got our appeal taken care of. And I think it was less than 24 hours, to be honest with you.
It was like, I got the
Apple
email
saw the One More Thing TED podcast come up, and they were like, "Oh, our friends." Yeah, clearly, because we're so tight with Apple like that.
I will say, Craig Federici knows who we are, and I hope he listens to our podcast because that'd be phenomenal. And we're going to try to get him on. We'll see if we can pull it off, though. We'll see.
However, yes.
As we move on, AirTag 2. Do you have any AirTags now?
Do I have any AirTags now? Not anymore.
Did you lose an AirTag that should be?
It's not that I lost
findable.
I know where it is.
Is it just dead?
No, I know where it is. To this moment.
You just don't choose to use them?
So how do you not have it, Kwesi? It's about 1,500 miles away.
That does tend to disrupt the use of the AirTag at this general vicinity, I think. Yeah.
It's kind of unfortunate.
Okay. So it's not that you don't want to use it, you just don't have it with you.
And I thought here's the thing, Adam. Here's what really gets me. Here's the kicker. Right? You'll leave a place, right? And then you'll be arriving at your next place. And there's this feature where it's supposed to tell you that you've left it behind, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for me, let's say it's a random Tuesday and I intentionally leave my AirPods behind at my apartment, right? Apple will flag me. Hey, you left this behind. Okay, thank you.
Does it to me all the time. If I
and
go
as I'm like 2 minutes away. But let me be leaving a different state, a state that I've been in for maybe 3 days max, right? And I'll leave this AirTag behind. And it'll wait until my flight is landing back in Chicago to be like, hey, I think you left your AirPods.
Just
or
don't
your
forget
AirTag.
it. Oh my
Apple,
gosh.
what the heck?
If only they
So
had
now
that.
I'm going to start making checklists. Every time I go out, I'm going to have a checklist.
So you see this right here?
Yeah.
This is a replacement I got from Apple.
You lost the actual case?
I was in a plane coming back from San Diego, and we get home. And much like the AirTag, this did not tell me I left it behind. And
Oh, does the case have like a chip in it?
Not even close.
Oh.
Nope. It has, I think, only magnets in it and whatever else it is. We call it the bra, I think is what they call it. Not they, other people. In any case, I convinced Apple to send a brand new one. I said, here's what happened. I left it in the plane, and that plane is probably nowhere close to me at all, and I'll probably never see that plane in my life ever again.
Right.
Is there any way we can get this replaced? And they're like, we can do that for you. You know what this costs?
What? 0?
Well, you can't find this on their website. They have to tell you the cost. $8.
You bought it for $98?
No, I got it for free. That's what it would cost to replace it.
Interesting.
So, just so you know, AirPods Max users, don't lose that because your AirPods will die without that, first off. Secondly, it protects it. Just so you know. In any case, moving on, AirTags 2, I'm excited for. The range is supposed to be massively larger, the U2 chip. And I think it has a better battery life, too, with it, too. So, I'm looking forward to that. I want that so bad. I just bought some new AirPods, first gen. Because I misplaced a couple of them.
You said AirPods first gen?
Sorry, AirTags.
Oh.
Wrong word. And
I was about to say, like, what are you buying
they're so nice.
first gen AirPods for?
No, I shouldn't be buying those ever. So.
Whoa. Don't make it sound like it was a horrible idea. It's just.
Okay, I'm talking about
there's
today.
so much better technology out there now.
Today, yeah.
But if you want cheap earbuds that are really good, the first generation really AirPod Pros.
And I actually had the Pro 1 still. So, but yes.
Yeah, it's time to upgrade.
I know.
However, actually, I'll speak on this later because I think we're gonna go over it.
I think we will too, definitely. How about the next one, Quasey?
The next one, okay. So I actually do use an Apple TV. Fun fact, and we are supposed to be seeing a new Apple TV and a HomePod Mini. I personally don't own a HomePod Mini, but I do know that these are both going to have that new N1 chip. You might be like, what does an N1 chip do? Basically, your things are going to be able to communicate with each other a lot more efficiently, right? It's going to be absolutely
fixed so
beautiful.
badly.
Ooh, I really think you're over-exaggerating here, Adam, because you walk up, if you have an iPhone, and you walk up and you just place it on the HomePod, Adam, you gotta understand how seamless the transfer is.
No, that part works. Phone to HomePod works great.
You know what doesn't
Apple
work for me right now, though?
To HomePod kind of sucks right now. Now, okay, I should preface with this. I'm using the obsolete HomePods, right, which are still functional. And they work for the most part, but it's really interesting that when my dad watches something on my Apple TV with his account, it's my account, but his account on a streaming service we use, it just cuts out the audio. And I went through every setting. There's no reason that it should do this at all. And then, to keep it going a little bit, there's been times where in the middle of watching something, it will just start playing music from my iPhone on one of the HomePods.
Is that not your favorite feature ever?
I just can't stand that. Here's the other thing about it. Ask a HomePod, hey Siri, turn the lights down, and see if it does anything. It will sit there and think and not execute commands. So, like, that kind of interaction with HomePods to me needs to improve a lot. I have some HomePod minis, and I gotta start using them more because I do like them a lot. and they have surprisingly really good audio for how small they are, the price tag. But I'm looking forward to the new ones. I want them to revamp the HomePod big ones, because the second generation, they removed some of the bass and some of the tweeters, and they removed some of the quality to make it cheaper. But they should never sacrifice quality for making it cheaper. Just don't do that. Make it great like the first ones were, and they still are. But I'm excited for this a lot, and I want to see what they're going to do with the A17 Pro and the new Apple TV. They need to start. They have to stop making the Apple TV very reduced in quality for what they want you to do. Like the NVIDIA Shield, I think to this day destroys the Apple TV because it can play every codec, every audio, every video with no questions. And the A17 Pro should hopefully enhance this, I think. But I think the issue is this. What happens with apps like Netflix and various other ones is they're transcoding to play something that you want to listen to, right, or watch.
Right.
And I think that's what Apple's betting on when they make this. So they're not trying to, like, you're not going to go on Apple TV and play a 4K UHD movie, right, that is locally stored on the device. Because you can't do that right now at all if you wanted to. There's not like a way to do that. They should let you do that, is what I'm saying. So you can experience it, and then we'll see how good it really is. But until that happens, we have to kind of wait and see what they do. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I just want to put my 2 cents in there. My Apple TV works quite efficiently, quite perfectly for the most part. But as of recent, I don't know if it's like maybe my Wi-Fi is not the right Wi-Fi or something. But as of recently, every time I swipe down and try to go to my remote app, the little remote thing,
I didn't bring that
I don't
up.
know if it's my phone, but it just won't find my TV.
I know the way how to get around that. Do you know how to get around that? It's a stupid thing. This is exactly how you fix that. Go into your phone's like almost lock state and get to Control Center, and from there it works.
That's
like,
actually what I just did, and it's
no. You can't be unlocked though.
It's not unlocked.
If it makes sense, you have to have it locked. Go
but
to
it's not unlocked though.
How do I do it? I just did this the other day. It has the same issue.
It might be my phone. I don't know.
No, I just did this where on my lock screen, you had to open from your lock screen, not with when you're unlocked.
Right.
From Control Center in your lock screen. That makes sense. So like you're locked, right? You go into here while it's still locked, and then you push your Apple TV remote, and then it will work.
That's actively that's literally what I just did.
I thought you had it unlocked first and did it.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's still got the little lock thing up here.
I've had the same
I don't know.
exact
Maybe
thing.
it's me.
Or I've had it where when you're in it, you can't change the volume. So there's that. There's
Don't you just use the volume buttons, Adam? I feel like
you should, but until I put it into the lock screen and then I open it, which then unlocks my phone to go to the Apple controller, then it works. But if I'm already unlocked and go to the Control Center and go to Apple Remote, it doesn't work. It's super stupid, and it happens to my wife's brand new 16 Pro Max and my 15 Pro Max. So
when did she get a 16
me.
Pro Max and you just don't have one? When did she acquire one and you just didn't get the same
when
thing?
they came out last year. As I stated, we ordered at the same time. She got hers. I never got mine ever. So I ordered mine through Apple, by the way, my new phone. And I'll tell you after the podcast but I want to wait because there's two people. I'm giving them like a little anticipation to see what I got. So I don't want to disclose the color. All I said it's a Pro Max.
Well, everybody knows it's the Pro Max. We didn't have to have you tell us.
But I've not said what color I purchased, and I've not said the storage size. Which that's something that like my wife knows, and I'll tell you after the podcast. But that's about it. And you have to just keep that discreet until it comes here. That's just a little funny I'm doing, you know. Do they probably care? They say they don't, but they keep asking. So that's what they do. They really do. In any case, though, these are just a few of what's coming out. Also, the M5 MacBook Air. Now, it looks a little more chunkier.
Hold on. You're looking at the MacBook Pro while saying MacBook Air. The MacBook Pro is the one that looks chunkier.
Oh, that's the image of the Pro. That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
But it does say
But
that
there is a
Air.
MacBook Air as well.
Air and
There's
Pro
gonna be
coming out,
both.
yeah.
Obviously, one of them is going to have a faster chip and actually have fans. I think the fans might be the biggest difference between the MacBook Pro and the MacBook Air.
Yeah,
Like,
I think,
genuinely.
Quasey, I think this is the year, we're getting OLED on a Mac.
I would hope not. Now, you might be like, Quasey, why would you possibly hope not? Because that's another $1,500 at least coming out of my bank account. At least.
I just want the OLED to come on Macs. It's on the iPads.
It is on the iPad.
Okay.
In fact,
Why
they have
is
tandem OLED on the iPad.
Why is the iPad? This is something that's a good discussion point. The iPad appears to get the latest tech from Apple faster than other devices that use technology that's in the iPad. You see what I'm saying?
I got to be honest with you.
Why?
Let me explain my personal point of view.
Okay.
In the phone space, Apple shares how much market share? In America, they share about 50% of the market share.
More other countries, right?
No, it's way less in other countries. Like in the UK, they have about like 28. But
hopefully it's gonna be less very soon after Apple tells them no.
yeah. But with the MacBooks, everybody knows Windows has like 73% market share, right? When it comes to tablets, nobody's buying anything else. And I mean, no, like, if I was to see somebody walk around with an Android tablet, I think I'd be scared for my life.
I saw
You know what
one
I mean? 'Cause
recently.
that person's a psychopath. Why would you ever spend the exact same amount of money you were going to spend on an iPad and be like, you know what? I don't like Apple. No! Adam, there's actually no better product in that space than the iPad. And the way you keep that is by giving the iPad the best of everything, the creme de la crop. You know what I mean?
That's a very good theory. I'm not saying you're wrong, but would you think, in theory, if they're coming out with a brand new chipset that is designed for a desktop or laptop environment, that you might see that first in those products before you do an iPad? Do you see what I'm saying?
I mean, you would think so, but it's also not, 100% necessary because the iPad chips just stay at the base M, right? They don't go up to the M Pro and the M. What comes
That's
after
true.
Pro? Is it
Max.
Ultra? Oh, no, I think it's definitely. Oh, is it Max? Oh, it might be Max, guys. Should I look it up?
But what I'm saying is this, though, like, I don't know. And I'm not upset that they're doing this. I'm not at all. What I'm saying, though, is like, for sure, I would expect to see an OLED screen on a Mac by now. I mean, they've had OLED on devices
Adam,
besides iPad.
Everybody was expecting to see, what's it called? An 120 hertz display on an iPhone for the last 4 years. Sometimes you just have to wait.
We have that, Quasey.
We have it now.
We've had it, like, for the last 4 years.
Not on the base model iPhone.
Oh, I'm not... Quasey.
You wouldn't know that, though, because you don't buy any base models.
But the last year they had it.
No, they didn't. Not on the base model. That is a new feature this year.
You're talking about the SC, I think.
No.
SC did not have 120 hertz.
They literally just had a promotion last week on Tuesday. Guys, he doesn't believe me. I'm actually kind of hurt a little bit, but I know I'm correct.
I stand corrected. 60 hertz. Wow. In my head, it seems like, why would they even consider that? Even for a base. So a cross lamp now.
Nobody could tell. Like, you use your phone. I actually wish there was like a setting to where I could lock this to 60 frames per second just to see if I could tell. Adam, the average consumer cannot tell. The average person cannot tell.
Here's why. I'll tell you exactly the reason why they can't tell.
Because they haven't had it before. You
That's
don't know
exactly
what you're missing out on.
If you looked at 120 hertz and you look at, Okay, great example. I'm gonna bring this up again, Quasi. You're gonna be mad at me. Are you good?
Yeah, I dropped my water.
Oh, so the iPad Mini.
Right.
Oh, he's scrolling because it's 60
All right,
hertz.
bro. Okay. Okay.
But what I'm saying though is, when you look at 120 hertz, and you look at 60, there's just no way you can tell unless your eyesight is just degrading as like every day. You can completely tell 120 hertz between that. Tell someone that has 240 hertz monitor that they can't tell the difference between this and 60 hertz or 120 hertz. You can clearly tell when you see it. If you've never seen it, you can never tell. I understand that. But if you have, there's no way you cannot see that. It is a drastic difference. Just move your phone. Like with your finger. If it doesn't fall your finger into a T, it's not 120 hertz. I mean...
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, when I had both the 15 and the 16 Pro at the same time, I was looking for it. And I got to be honest with you, I could tell. But like, if I was just using the 15, when they were side by side, I could tell. But if I was just using the 15, I had no clue.
That because you just don't
And
see
you
it.
know, maybe it's
That's the only
because
reason
I
for
was such a fan of how whatchamacallit, how small the phone was. Maybe I was biased because the phone actually.
But once
fit
you
my
have
hand.
120 hertz, it's so hard to even consider doing anything besides that because it's so much better. And now, across the board, Quasi, in every iPhone model, we have it now.
Yeah.
So,
So
and you brought up a point, Quasi. You brought up that the SE, that the
did I bring up
base.
the SE?
You brought up that the base iPhone was a very impressive upgrade,
Yes.
and you are 100% correct. That isn't it the same chipset as the Pro this year?
No. The base iPhone has the regular chip, and the Pro iPhone has the Pro chip. But it's the same generation.
That's the chip from last year's phone, right? From 16.
No, the iPhone.
What is that?
The iPhone 17 Pro has what, the A19 chip? Is that what we're on? Or not the 17 Pro, the iPhone 17. Hold on, let me.
Now we have to know this.
Pretty sure it's the A19 chip we're on, but it's just the regular chip. Yeah, they have the A19 chip, and then the Air and the Pro model have the A19 Pro.
Okay, so there's a Pro version of the chip. Okay, I
Yeah.
get that. Okay, but it is not a terrible the base is not treacherous like it used to be. It used to be
the
like
base hasn't been treacherous since the iPhone 15, in my opinion. But the transition from the iPhone 13 to the iPhone 14, you might as well just saved your money and got the 13. You know what I mean? They were the exact same phone. One just had satellite.
yes. So
Did I mention they were the exact same phone? I'm pretty sure they have the same colors and everything, if I remember correctly.
40% faster CPU. That's nuts. That's
40% faster CPU than the iPhone 12.
no, the iPhone 15 it says.
Oh, okay. That's
I
not
guess-
too crazy. That
I
is
just
a
think
two-generation
that-
old phone.
The Apple processors, I still do think they're just they are probably the best processors I've seen in any device.
Oh, no doubt.
Intel and AMD make incredible products. They put that out there. But because of Apple, they are getting pushed to make something even better because of what they do. No one thought in a million years that Apple processors would, out of the box when they first came out the M1, would just destroy Intel and AMD as a whole. It wasn't even close for performance and everything. And did you see, by the way? I just seen this here. I should send this to you when I get the screenshot of it. But there was a comparison. Oh, I'll send it to you right now. Actually, we have to put this on the screen. It's that worth it. Let me find it. Find this stupid. You think I could find this right now? I just can't. Anyway, there was a comparison for the chipset for the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra and the iPhone 17 Pro Max. And the performance overall for the chipset for the Pro Max completely just decimated the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. It wasn't even a close comparison. It was by 3 or 4 times faster. And that's embarrassing for Samsung because they usually don't have that problem. They usually make a really good Snapdragon processor. They don't make it, I guess. They usually choose one that's really, really good. And they didn't this time. So just something to note. That's really impressive to me. So back to this last couple things here that we're discussing. We have also Kwesi. Okay, of the two, first off, what features do you think we're gonna see with the MacBook Pro and MacBook Air, besides the chipset?
Aside from the chipset, which is, if they didn't give it a new chip, nobody would buy it. Aside from chipset, I think it's really just the possibility of that new OLED display. I really hope there's not a new OLED display. That's when it's enticing.
If they do 120 hertz OLED, and the only thing better than that is micro LED, which they're not going to use.
Aside from that, and maybe upgrading some of the ports, I don't see much. That could be a possibility.
Let us charge faster and have the base charger
charge faster than what?
Okay, when I say charge faster, what's the current rate that it can charge? Isn't it 120 watts?
Ooh, but is that not enough?
140 maybe. Well, but even at that's the case. They don't even give you a very fast charger to begin with.
Yeah, it's 140 watts.
But what charger does it include?
Actually, I'm seeing something about 240 watts here. What charger does it include? It depends on which model you buy.
MacBook
so if
Pro.
you buy the base MacBook Pro, I think you get a 60-watt charger or a 70-watt charger. I think Apple only sells up to 190, or not 190, the 96-watt charger, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's very... How fast does MagSafe charge at?
For what? For the Mac or for...
For the Mac, yeah.
I believe it goes up to 140.
That's actually very impressive.
Okay.
I thought they came with... So, I swear, the one that Ethan has is, not even a 75 watt.
So if I could, I just want to put it out there. I came in here and my MacBook was at 20%, right? And I came in here with the charger. My brightness is at max, right? And I've been using the camera and a lot of processing power. And I came here at 20%. Remember when I said that earlier this morning?
Yep.
And I told you how, for the first time, I was worried it might not make it through. Just take a wild guess where my battery is at right now.
15%.
No, it's at 99.
Oh, because you charged it.
Yeah. This little thing right here. Oh, I took it out and my brightness went down. This little thing right here.
Wonderful.
Awesome. I'm sorry. I just have to take a moment to actually admire this charger. Did you know that I once tripped over this charger?
You said that story one time. You did.
I was so scared that my MacBook was going to come flying off the table and smash into a wall or something. But I don't know if it's just because God is good or if because Apple's developers and designers are the greatest people ever.
It's both.
But this thing just...
I mean, it probably moved the Mac slightly, right? But then it just took it off.
Barely.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this thing is awesome.
It's nice that you can do that plus USB-C if you want to. I like how you can do both, and I like that a lot. Okay.
Also, Apple does sell the 140 watt one, but it's $99, and this one does the exact same thing. And I'm sure it takes a little bit longer.
It's okay if it does. It's still nice. I love the charger. Okay. Yeah. The last two things on this first topic is new Mac display. So, as we know, Apple has a very affordable display that's usually $1,000 just for this display. But we might see OLED in this one as well, Kwesi. And that's
so aren't there actually two Mac displays that they sell?
Yes.
I think they sell the studio display and then a pro display.
Yes. And they're both without OLED, but I'll tell you this much. It is the only screen I've ever seen in my life that is dang near close to an OLED brightness and clarity and HDR tone mapping. I am very impressed with them, but they are absolutely expensive.
Did you know the more expensive one doesn't even come with a camera? The Pro Display XDR doesn't even come with the camera.
I don't know why they just don't do that, but
If I could tell you, I'd tell you.
I know. The last thing, Quasi. And could you guys share your screen on just the last image on this before it says wrap up?
So actually, you skipped a very big one.
I did. I'm sorry.
And
I did.
It's okay. I'll handle it.
Go ahead, Quasi.
He actually
apologies.
skipped my iPhone 17e. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows that the SE was my favorite phone back in the day. And Adam just decided today we're skipping over it. So I'm just not going to let that happen.
It was an honest mistake. I was not trying to.
No, he was just so excited about the next thing. But I do want to throw it out there. The 17e is slated to probably come out next spring, if I'm not wrong.
Why?
Yeah, next spring. Why? So historically, Apple always releases like a new color or a new model in the spring. So when the 2020 SE came out, it came out in like March. And then I think they updated it in 2021 and it came out in March.
If they're going to announce every other iPhone coming out except the E model, why? It stands to reason that's a great opportunity to even mention that as well. But I get you the event's going to be a while.
Here's the thing. When you put the SE right next to the base model, you can afford to make those sacrifices. But if you're putting it next to a Pro and you're putting it next to this new futuristic looking iPhone Air, which in its thickest part is definitely still as thick as an iPhone, I don't know, Adam. I just don't see the the E model being that great of a deal. But I
don't think so either. I think it's going to be like that's what you buy a child that's starting out with the phone, so they can at least experience it.
I think the 16e. It was calling my name when I got to that Verizon store. Like I was in that Verizon store and I had to actually fight to get the Pro. It was a fight with myself.
It wouldn't be like a second. Yeah, I'd only get the Pro. That's I'm a Pro user. So.
I think the important thing is that it was the lack of a dynamic island for me. That's what did it.
Okay.
I couldn't do it.
But that is definitely coming out in spring, so we'll see what it has with the faster A19 chipset and some more modest enhancements, as it says in the article. So, yeah. Okay. On to the next one, Quasi. The Smart Home Hub. So can you zoom in to make it the full screen if you can?
Make it the full screen. Hold on. This is very complicated.
So I was very curious about this when I first heard about it, and I'm still curious about it, but I love this idea and this concept where it's essentially like an iPad mini style display going to a HomePod. Looks like half a HomePod here, but it's a great little idea for a smart home hub that they're going to come out with called the HomePad. And I really, really think this is going to be a cool device to do a lot of different things, like FaceTime calls potentially with it would be nice if you're checking like what's temperature of the house here and so on and so on. Because as you know, there's different light switches everywhere across the whole house.
Right.
Your thermostat's over here, it's over here, whatever. This is one spot you can control all of that. Perhaps let's say that you've got your bedroom light on when you left, or your closet light on, or the bathroom, or whatever. This you can turn off. You want to change the scenery of your household to like a dim display if you want to do that. Or you make it festive, or the list goes on and on and on. But having this dedicated device for that, I think is awesome. There's only one issue with the Quasi.
Sure.
Most of these type of control home kit things, if you want to call it that, are like a screen on the wall. If that makes sense, true. Right? Have you seen that where it's like you go on someone's wall and there it is?
Yeah.
But this is not that. But it's probably not meant to be that. It's meant to be like, I can move from the kitchen to wherever I really need to and just do it there. So I want to see this. I want to see them announce this, and I'm excited to see this. What are your thoughts?
So I personally love the iPad mini, like home hub thing. I keep comparing it to the Google Nest one I saw a couple years ago. But I personally think as long as that iPad can come off, it's going to be the greatest product they've released in a minute. You know what I mean?
That's a good question. Do you think it's going to?
Uh, I hope so.
I don't.
I
So
truly hope so.
I think you're looking at this a little bit wrong, perhaps. I do not believe this is going to be a home pod, or sorry, an iPad Mini. It's not what
Right.
this is.
I
I
think
think
it's
it
going to be an
resembles.
iPad Mini like design.
I think
Not
it's gonna be a
exactly an iPad
display.
Mini.
And I think all the components of it working are going to be in the HomePod. So I think it's just a display. It's like a shell with a screen, basically. I think it's all it's going to
Right.
be. So that's my guess. I could be wrong. I mean, it's going to be housed there, and it's just going to the speaker. Maybe I don't know, but that's a cool concept, though. Now, what price do you think it's going to be?
I could not tell you. Um,
My
it really
guess.
depends on the chipset they include with it. Would be my guess.
You don't have to do an impressive chipset because all you're doing is
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
control. I guess this is my speculation: $300 to $350. That's my guess because like a HomePod now is about what $100 or no, it's $80 to $100 I think is what it is. And an iPad Mini is what three
500.
$500, but it's not really an
Yeah.
iPad Mini. It's just part of it kind of. So I'm gonna guess in that price range still. So and we'll see.
Good.
Boy, that was a long discussion for the first topic, Quasey.
It's fine. I
But
anticipate
it's
that the
good
next
because
one.
there's a lot of things to talk about here.
Yeah.
So, okay, Quasey. Now this
That is
next
me.
one. Let's
What's
go
the
ahead.
next
I'll
one?
let you start this one off. Next one's
so-
a certain OS that came out recently, as of yesterday.
Yep. First and foremost, if you're listening to this and you have iOS 18 on your phone, pause the podcast, go to system settings. Wait, don't pause it yet. Like, you have to listen to what I'm saying. Let me finish first, and then you can pause the podcast. You're gonna go to system settings. You're gonna tap on settings, and then I think it's general, right? You're gonna tap general,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna go to software update. And then you're going to look at it, and you're going to see iOS 26 available. And you're going to be like, why on God's green earth is this not on my phone yet? And then you're going to download it and come back to this podcast. We're waiting for you. And then I'm going to say, hi, I'm your host, Quasey. Thank you for downloading iOS 26, because now we get to talk to you about all of the new features that are on it. Starting with Liquid Glass. And Adam, I think, for me, I really like Liquid Glass on the lock screen. But I don't know how I feel about it, like, through the actual phone. You know what I mean?
I love it. It's moving around. That makes it nice where it has that, like, jelly-like, not jelly scroll, but jelly movement where you can see the transparency
Right.
of the icons. Like, I love, let's make it show you. I love that. So that's incredible to me. Of course, in dark mode, it works very well as well. So I love that combination myself. So for me, it's phenomenal.
I actually don't have my icons on the glass. I have mine on the dark thing. Because I put it on the glass, and I personally could not stand it. It was it was a thorn in my side.
You're not even still on the latest version of iOS 26. Remember that.
So actually, you'd be surprised how much a phone can update while we're sitting here.
Done?
No, I actually lied. I didn't upgrade.
Because I'm like, I know from yesterday doing it, it took hours because, well, it's, release day of it. But as of yesterday at 11 a.m. Central, I think it was, or whatever, you were able to get this and you still can. Now, here's the thing about this, Quasey. We should tell the audience which devices can get this, which we don't have this article at all.
Okay, is it not like...
I need to know. Which devices?
Okay, so it's like all the way down to the iPhone 11. So the iPhone SE second gen, the iPhone SE third gen. Guys, I'm going to rattle off here. iPhone 11, iPhone 11 Pro, iPhone 11 Pro Max, iPhone 12 mini, iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Pro, iPhone 12 Pro Max, iPhone 13 mini, iPhone 13, iPhone 13 Pro, iPhone 13 Pro Max, iPhone 14, iPhone 14 Plus, iPhone 14 Pro, iPhone Pro Max, iPhone 14 Pro Max, iPhone 15, iPhone 15 Plus, iPhone 15 Pro, iPhone 15 Pro Max, iPhone 16, iPhone 16 Plus, iPhone 16 Pro, iPhone 16 Pro Max, iPhone 16e, and if your iPhone 17 ships without iOS 26, call Apple. You have a faulty phone. It's not real.
Well, my dad has the iPhone XR still. It's time for him to upgrade. It really is.
I think my mom has one as well. It's not her main phone. She uses an iPhone 14, but
Why everybody does that. But in any case, yeah, iPhone 11 and newer will get iOS 26. Besides your issues with how it looks, do you like the overall? Is your battery good on it? Do you have issues with anything on it so far? I mean, what's your overall experience so far with it?
Well, I've only had it for
do you like the most?
a week. I've only had it for like a week, and my battery has not suffered drastically yet.
Okay,
Let me clarify yet. Also, on my iPad, because I have iPad OS 26, it's not as bad as it used to be. Because I remember it used to be it would drain. I would turn on my iPad at 100%. A good 20 minutes would put me down to 80. I didn't like that at all. That was not
my
a fan.
phone the same way. But now the Grandmaster version, it's actually way better already. I'm at 98%, and I got up 3 hours ago, so it's pretty good. Now, my favorite feature of iOS 26, Quasi, is call screening. It's like what Google Voice had already.
Oh yes.
Oh my gosh,
oh, yes.
it is so nice to have that.
Oh yes.
It really just drops off most of spam calls. Really does.
Yes. Oh yes, Adam. Oh yes.
Do you have that turned on?
Oh yes, Adam. I do have it turned on.
So good.
This year was more impactful to me. The actual iPhone upgrade. You know what I mean? This year's it brought a lot. Let me put it like that.
Now here's a question we're going to bring up, Quasi. Have you seen an improvement with Apple Intelligence with iOS 26 Grandmaster?
Ooh, so actually yesterday, my Siri wasn't working at all. Okay, she's working now.
Okay.
But yesterday, the Hey Siri about 500 million times. Oh, now you want to turn on. About 500 million times, right? I just wanted to make a phone call to my dad while walking. You know what I mean? But maybe that's too hard for my phone, right? And then here's the kicker. I would hold my button to make Siri activate, and she would turn right off. So,
Not good. Not good at all.
Just yesterday. But Apple Intelligence uses the right now I'm trying to decide whether or not I like the summarize text feature.
I have to use it still. I haven't used it. I think I'm going to try to use it more on my 17 Pro Max just to see. I think that's what I want to use. I want to use it on the phone that it comes with it. That makes sense. So that's what I want to do. I'm going to try it there. What about live translation?
Have not used that yet. I have not used that yet. But I will say it looks really cool. I just haven't ran into any Spanish speakers or foreign language speakers.
I have some. I haven't used it. I should. Oh my gosh! By the way, Quasi.
Yes.
You mentioned AirPods earlier.
I did.
What about the live translation with that? That is a good feature.
I think that's really awesome. And you know what's even more awesome about it, Adam? It's coming to my AirPods.
Oh.
Yes.
It's not just a new one, right?
Actually, the only reason to buy the new one is if you want the heart rate sensor. That's it. All the other features are the same, except for the charging case coming with less battery and actually being.
People say though that the sound quality of the new ones are just way better.
This could be true.
I don't know how that's possible if they haven't really changed anything.
Well, they were talking about how they changed some of the grills and stuff. So, but in terms of tech specs, they're pretty much the exact same.
Okay, well, that's good. Okay,
so you could save $20 if you don't want. Well, I feel like the discount's going to be more than $20, but you can save some money if you don't want the heart rate sensor.
Yeah. Next topic we got to discuss, Quasi, is something that I thought was interesting at best. 95Mac and Mac Rumors both had articles mentioning that the iPhone Air was not selling well. And it wasn't 2 hours later.
Big surprise, Adam. I'm so sorry.
But wait, 2 hours later, it was not the case. So I think those people were just still waking up or whatever the case was.
Wait,
But
so
then
it's selling
seems
really well now?
in 2 hours that the Pro models and the 17 Air, sorry, the iPhone Air are now facing extended delivery times, which means if you have seen that, they have sold out of what they had in stock to initially start with. So my iPhone order happening October 6th to the 13th. Now, I said to you I was going to explain why in this podcast that this happened. So during the day of pre-order, I was going on a trip for work up to a certain location in Illinois for something we were closing. And I said, okay, it's going to happen at 7. I'm going to start ordering at 7 where we go. Well, Visible, if you do not know, which is a great carrier otherwise, does not do pre-orders. Even though their agent told me they do. Coming soon never ever stopped saying coming soon. So that delayed me first off. Secondly, I stopped at a gas station to go to the Apple Store app, and at 7 o'clock they were not open. It says we're coming soon. 10 wasn't open. 15 and 7:30. And people I know have already ordered the iPhone in this very app, but I'm not able to. I don't know why. It wasn't not working. It just wasn't letting me get to the actual app to do it. So I had to wait till past 7:30, which I had to get this place because they're waiting for me and I had to get things unlocked. So after all of that was done, 8:30 rolls around, Quasey, and I was able to finally order it. And I did. So because of that, it's a October 6th through 13th delivery time, which is, it hurts me, Quasey. But I'm not mad. And if you know who I am, I usually have had past of getting irate with carriers for not getting my phone ordered as fast as humanly possible so I can get it on release day. But I'm not mad at Apple because it's not their fault I ordered it later than I should have. I just did not have the opportunity that I thought I would have to do it. So it's okay. I'm still gonna get it. My accessories are in, and
what accessories did you get?
Ooh, I will give that out today. So that was also something I was waiting to say, but we're gonna make them listen to the podcast to get this. Let's just go open your screen, share screen, and I was gonna show you the ones that I was going to pick from, and I did choose one of them. So look up the UAG iPhone 17 Pro Max black case. That's the first one. I'm going to share your screen. Yeah, let's go there. So, the very first one, it's the, not Kevlar. Yeah, it's the very first one. Top. That's the one I use. That's what I have right now. I love this case. I have nothing bad to say, but it is expensive. It's very expensive. But it has Kevlar in it, by the way. So, it looks awesome.
What do you need Kevlar for?
I don't need Kevlar. Okay?
Adam, your phone is not being shot at.
How do you know?
What do you mean, how do I know? What?
What if I ever run into a situation when this happens, Quasey? Now I have something to protect myself.
I just don't see that happening.
I won't. But I like the way it looks. It looks awesome. It's very protective, too. It's a very good case. Okay, so that's the first option I have. Look up the next case. And this gets a little bit scary, Quasey. Look up the D-brand case. They call it the Tank case. And I almost got this one until I looked a little closer. Okay, there it is. Doesn't it look sick?
It does look really cool.
Okay, now zoom in a little bit. Go to can you see some more images of theirs at all or no? Yeah, scroll down some more. Keep going a little bit more. Oh, okay, right here. Keep going. It looks pretty sick here. Keep going. Right there. Whoa.
Right
What's
here?
That symbol?
This Illuminati symbol?
Yes.
I saw that when we were over here. I was like, oh.
I really didn't want to have that. Kind of goes against what I believe in a little bit. But in any case, besides that.
Aside from that, the case looks really cool.
The case looks wonderful. Like, you remove that, I almost would have bought that one. Because I was going to get deeper in a chance this one time. I have their case on my Steam Deck, and it's phenomenal. But that looks awesome, by the way. So in any case, I was going to get that one. And my last option I was going to get is the mouse case for iPhone 17. Great. So look up that one really quick. Mouse case for iPhone 17 Pro Max. And I think it's like the first one.
This
No,
one?
not that one.
Well, this one's only going for like $30 right now.
Yeah, that's why I thought I was wrong. Yeah, it's like $80 for the case.
Yeah,
Pull up that one.
it is 80. It's like $60. Pull up
Do
which
not
one?
tell me that's cheaper all of a sudden.
Dude, they got a
Open it
crazy
up.
deal going on here. I don't know if you see that.
But is that for the
57%
17
off.
Pro Max?
Yeah.
Open it up. Select your device. What is it? $80. Okay. So I think that case is discounted for like the last iPhone and such. So
What do
of
you
those
think?
three cases, Quasi, which one do you think I bought?
I have no clue.
You had to
Did you
pick
get the
one.
mouse one?
I did.
Oh, awesome.
I've had it mousy for 2 or 3 phones ago, and I liked it. I'm not saying I didn't like it. It's just, you know, I haven't done it in a while. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not saying UHE is not good. I love this case, but I want to try another one this year. And that's what I got. So that's the exact phone case that I got in that color black. So it's going to be a little sad to see this one go, because this has great magnets too. But in any case, that's what I purchased. So back to this article, though, we are seeing right now. So let's just go to apple.com, Quasi. Let's see what it would how long it's delayed right now. Let's say you're going to choose, let's say Quasi's going to buy a new phone right now. Just go to apple.com and share your screen and see how long it's delayed right now.
All right, let's start pre-ordering with the iPhone 17.
No, the pros. That's where it's delayed.
Wait, but I kind of want to know what it is for everything.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do it live.
If Quasi was buying a phone, we'd get in the mist blue color this year because that is absolutely beautiful.
Why? That's a terrible color. Oh, hurts me, Quasi, that you did.
Should I trade in my phone? Let's keep my phone this year.
If you trade your phone now, you could probably get this for free.
No, most definitely. Connect to
Doesn't
any
care.
carrier later. Wait, yeah, we can connect. Do I
You
just
have to
add
add
to
to bag.
bag?
Boom.
Well, I already have
Ships
stuff
2
in my
3
bag
weeks.
here.
It already says it right there.
Let me review my bags. Let's remove this for checkout. Ooh.
We
Checkout
don't have to do that.
guess.
No. If you go back, Quasi, it did say the
say?
time frame. Yeah, just
Okay.
go back. Back again. Scroll up.
Oh,
Up
2 to 3
more.
weeks.
Yep, 2 3 weeks. Now go up to the iPhone 17 Pro, the one that you would actually pick.
Order.
Okay. Which one would you? What color would Quasi purchase?
What color would Quasi purchase?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we get the 17 Pro.
Huh? There we go. You have silver, cosmic orange, and deep blue.
Fan of the darker phones.
Do a 512.
Adam, I don't even use all my storage as it is.
I definitely do.
Connect to any carrier later. No Apple Car. 7 to 10 business days.
Really?
Wait, the Pro Max might not be though. The Pro Max might. Oh, 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay. It's the Pro Max then. Yeah, mine's.
So I would assume just buying the Pro is the move.
Wow, it really is. Okay, interesting.
See, I've been trying to tell you for
Here
a
we go.
while here too.
Here we go.
And if I was to get the iPhone Air, I'd probably get the black one.
Only
to be
only
honest.
black. If I was going to get the Air, which is
Yeah.
still space black, but that's okay.
It's very impressive that comes in a terabyte, in my opinion.
It fits in that phone. It's not that thin.
No Apple Care. Deliver September 19th. That's in 3 days.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're not back order like they say they were. Maybe they got more in stock in that time frame. This was exactly 3 days ago, so maybe they got another shipment.
Well, I can't imagine it's like
Okay.
the hardest phone to produce.
It's harder because it's
No, I
different
can't
everything.
imagine. I can't imagine. I feel
It
like
might
they
be.
knew this was a possibility.
I'm waiting for the JRig everything video for the bend test. I want to see how it performs. What about you?
I'm very scared for that phone for the
Do you think it's going to be a bend gate? Like, what if the Pro
really
and
don't.
Pro Max
'Cause
bend
this year-
more than the Air does? That would be so ridiculous.
You gotta understand, this year, so back in 2000, whatever, what it was, when the iPhone 6 came out, they were using some really flimsy aluminum.
Yes.
Now we're using titanium, which we learned is very rigid and will break your back glass, but it won't bend.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see it. I'll put it like that.
Okay.
You know
Me
what else
too.
I've been excited to see for quite some time, Adam? GTA 6.
Me too. And have you
Oh,
not
did you
yet
know
played a
that?
GTA game, Quasi? Is that true?
I've played GTA.
Okay.
Over the summer was the first time I played a GTA game.
GTA 5, right?
I think it was GTA Online, or I really don't know. It's probably the same thing.
Well, it's way different in every way, but GTA Online is a place if you want to know what chaos feels like, that's where you go to. I won't do that again. I went to it 3 times.
I won't do that again.
Nope. Well, okay, I spawned in. I immediately got hit by a rocket launcher. I died, came back in again. I got hit by a tank and then shot by a tank at the same time. And the third time, a helicopter crashed onto me. And that
You were
was
like,
within
you
the
know
first
what?
2 minutes.
Maybe this game isn't it.
Then I spawned back in. I got to move around, do some things around, and it's just like remember the movie with Ryan Reynolds called like Free Guy?
Free Guy, yeah, I know it.
That's how the game is. That's exactly how the game is.
Mm.
Just absolute chaos all the time. And nope, not I if I get that angry within less than 2 minutes of playing it, why would I even bother? When the base game is
so fair,
way
though.
better.
That is
I
so
don't like
fair.
that. I just don't like that. So GTA 6 though, Quasi, you've heard about that, right? It's coming out next year.
Yeah, I actually saw the advertisement because we were. I think it was over the summer. You were like, "Hey, you have to see this. It's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life," and you made me watch it right then and there.
So I saw a stat just the other day about this, and I want to get this right. Just let me look this up really quick. So it was some absolutely insane number. Okay. So GTA 6, first off, it's slated to have a new category of rating. So they usually do like a 5-star rating, whatever the case is. This is going to be in the
Right.
6-star rating category of a game. The idea of what they're doing in GTA 6 is unlike every other game that currently is in the market. There was a screenshot just yesterday that I seen where they were showing where a fence gate is, right? And as they move the fence gate, like the rest of the fence, how an actual fence would move, like you know how it jiggles a little bit and the bound can move like up or back a little bit because it's just not slide into the slot. It did
Right.
just that. The level of detail that this game is going to bring is going to be insane. And like the AI people that are not really like you don't talk to them, you don't do much with them, even have behaviors that are just I mean you can talk to people I guess right in the game, they're just not who you actually interact with in the game. But their own behavior and their own thing is going to mimic how a human is so closely that it's just going to be insane. And I think they mentioned it's going to be over a 150-hour playable campaign, which is an insanely long campaign. That's amazing. But the expectation for the launch is $1 to $2 billion in 24 hours. Now, that being said, Quasi, what do you think it's going to cost to purchase just the
The
base game?
It'd be like $100. To be quite honest with you, I think that's what I was hearing. Hundreds of, not hundreds, but $100. I think you're
For the
hearing.
base.
Yeah. Oh, let me check. TA6 expected price. Oh no. It says it will likely cost at least $70, with many expecting
Yeah.
a price point of about 100.
I think it'll be $70 for base, and probably $100 for a mid-tier version with
Right.
GTI line stuff, right, or whatever, and then $120 to $150 for the last two things. The interesting thing is they have asked Take-Two Interactive CEO several times what it's going to be, and they have not given anything besides it
Answers.
may include variable pricing. So at one time he mentioned that they were discussing having the game cost money like base game and stuff, and plus be subscription to play it. And I don't know about that. That's you're getting into like the WoW category, and although that might be people might hop on that, don't do that for the base game. Do that for GTA Online. That's what I'll say. Do that there, and don't do it in the base game because that would be terrible. I'm not going to pay $70 for a game and then pay an online subscription fee to play it. That's not good.
Yeah, absolutely not.
You will lose a lot of people.
They're not going to catch me.
So they're expected to generate $7.6 billion in 2 months.
That's not horrible. That's actually like...
That's
a lot of money here.
That's crazy. But, I mean, is this a game you're going to buy day one when it comes out?
No. I'm actually, I don't know if I told you, I'm trying my hardest to not play video games this semester. And it's looking like this is going to come out sometime this semester. You know what I mean?
No. I don't think it is.
It definitely comes out May 26th, 2026.
Next year. So it's not the semester at all. What are you worried about?
It's actually in the summer. Oh, it might be a day one buy. It might be.
That's what I'm saying.
It's very possible.
So I'm looking forward to it. GTA 5 was incredible. I remember it sold like crazy. It might be this game is going to break records for sure in a lot of ways, and I just want a new trailer at least. But they're supposedly this is a rumor that the next trailer is going to also, ready for this, Quasi, open up pre-orders. We'll see.
Why would I want to pre-order something that I'm going to forget about? The pre-order is going to be open for quite some time.
You're not going to forget about GTA 6 pre-order. I'd tell you that.
I'm going to forget that I pre-ordered it.
Oh, maybe that, but not the game itself.
Like, I'm going to get the game and I'm going to be like, oh, cool. Why was this free for me? That's what I'm going to say. Why was this free for me?
Yeah, I'm looking up this and it looks phenomenal. Okay, so that's something that I want to bring up too, because to have that much sales in 24 hours is insane. And
Indeed.
It's going to be the record of the largest game launch in history. That's what they're anticipating. I think GTA 5 holds that now. So it stands to reason it's going to happen when GTA 6 comes out. But here's the question. Is it going to outdo, you think, Elder Scrolls 6?
I don't know. How did Elder Scrolls 6 do?
Well, no, it hasn't done anything yet. It's not out yet.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know anything about Elder Scrolls. But I think based off that... Hold on. I think just based off what I just said, yes, it's going to outdo Elder Scrolls.
No, that game is... That's a whole new category of awesome. If you do not have Skyrim as a game, Quasi, you have to order it today.
Adam, I can't order it today. You're not listening, Adam.
I know what you said. I know you said.
I have to get a 4.0. I have to get a 4.0.
Okay, this is not the game where you want to get 4.0, because this game is going to suck you in so much.
Yesterday I started playing Stardew Valley again.
You did?
And
what? Why did you just now say it?
It's not great, Adam. I have to delete the app.
Don't.
I can't.
I have a dedicated server now for Stardew Valley. You should join.
I have to. I have the self-control factor is not there.
I know.
No, I was up till 2 a.m.
So good.
I was up. I took a 2-hour nap. I didn't sleep. I took a 2-hour nap.
Do you play for how long?
Well, I started at 10. So there's just a lack of self-control, is what I'm realizing.
That game is just so fun. I'm actually gonna play some when I can. I can do some editing when I get back. But that's so good. In any case, I think we've hit this part in the podcast for one more thing, right?
I definitely think you're skipping my favorite segment, but it's okay. It's not like I have an app of the week.
Today's an off day for me, Quasi. I'm sorry. We do have one more thing.
No, it's okay. We'll just skip all my favorites.
No. Let's not do that today. I'm sorry about this.
No, you're good.
I'll start with mine, okay?
Okay.
Because you usually do yours first. Mine's going to be, it's called Carrot Weather. Have you heard that before?
No. I actually
have
never heard of it.
I think it's a free app, too. I think. I'm almost positive. It's a weather app that's unlike any other one you see. The design is beautiful. And I won't dox myself, but I'm going to pull it up. Gosh. Spelling helps a lot.
Probably would, yeah. I can imagine.
There's a song that plays for some reason. So what I'm going to do is... I really can't. I'm trying to do this without sharing my location. There we go.
It's 59 degrees where you're at.
Yeah. The app interface is phenomenal, but when you talk to the care bot thing, you can have it be like you know um, mean to you, not mean to you, but say some funny jokes and so on and so on.
Right.
And I like that. Pass. It's really nice. It's a simple, elegant design. One person makes it all, kind of like Stardew Valley.
What's mine, Adam? I feel like you're not gonna believe me here, but I have to say, this week, I don't want to say Stardew Valley because I didn't use Stardew Valley, but it came up before, right? So I have to choose another game that I've been playing a lot of recently. Mind you, we're trying to cut out all games from my life here, and if I was to tell you that I'm doing a good job, I'd be a bit of a liar. Right?
Okay. Oh wait. I know what you're gonna say. I think.
All right. What are you thinking?
2K.
No. Actually, I made sure not to bring my Xbox this semester.
Okay.
We will not be playing 2K. However, Adam, what we have been playing is a lot of Clash Royale. And actually, just last night at like 8
I'm so bad
p.m.,
at that game.
I spent $10 on Clash Royale. And let me show you what I bought. I didn't even buy anything to help me win. Wait, let me open my app real quick. Give me half
What
a
do you
second
buy
here.
does not help you win?
Emotes. I'm very disappointed in myself.
Really, Quasey?
But I bought this little goblin mocking emote. This one right here. He does like a little boo-hoo-hoo thing. Hold on, let me just pull these up on.
And that alone was $10.
It was $5, and then I got one where a pig shakes his butt. And now the reasoning is, I would lose matches, and then people would spam those two emotes on me. No longer. Now I'm the one who wins matches and does that. I'm the
Okay.
spammer of the emote.
Okay.
I
I
think it's really because I like upsetting my opponents.
can't get past the tutorial of that game.
That is very disappointing.
Yeah. But it's okay. You know why? It gets too intense, and I don't want that in my life. That game
Does
gets
it get too intense?
Oh my gosh, it gets intense. I see people play that where there could be a fire. There could be, a bull running through the hallway.
Yeah, it's impossible
They
to look
wouldn't even
away
know.
while you're playing.
They wouldn't even know because they're so locked in because every second counts, and that game gets it gives you anxiety. It shouldn't do that, It gives you
It's
more
true.
anxiety than mac and cheese does, for sure.
Does mac and cheese give you anxiety?
It doesn't. That's what I'm saying. It gives you way more anxiety than mac and cheese does. It's a bad analogy, but that's why I thought of right on the spot. So I'm just saying, though, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the kind of. I'm getting more of the cozy stuff, Quazy. I really like Stardew Valley.
Right. Great game.
Have you ever seen Bobby Lee's Stardew Valley setup?
No.
He's a comedian. You know who that is, right?
I do know Bobby Lee.
Funny dude. Look up his Stardew Valley. He is obsessed with that game, rightfully so. He actually said it's allowed him to calm down and reduce his anxiety and stress. And it has me too. It really has. It is you don't need therapy anymore, Quasey. Just play Stardew Valley. Maybe you do. Not you, but in general, people that go to therapy, this might help with some of your anxiousness if you have that. I'm telling you, it's fantastic. It's wonderful. But yeah, look what he does. That's something that is insane, the level of detail that he's got in that game. And he loves it. He plays it almost every day, I think. So, but as you know, how far did you get before you stopped? How many days?
How many days?
Was it on
I
your
don't even
Mac or your
know.
phone?
I was playing on my iPad.
Your iPad? See, my phone though is only one issue. Oh my gosh, what's it called? Dynamic Island? It's right in the way all the menus. Yeah, and I don't know why. Yeah. Any case, so
One more thing.
one more thing. How's your semester been, Quasey, so far?
I'm struggling, Adam.
Really?
Not like grades
It's
wise.
because
but
of a certain person in a class, or is it something
No,
else?
absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's mostly because of football. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
balancing my time is a really big thing this semester. Because as a collegiate athlete who also does ROTC and hosts a podcast, and I do a lot, and yet I'm still trying to get all A's. So budgeting my time is a lot harder now than it was in my first semester of college, and I think it's really important for me. Well, I feel like it'll get better because if we win the championship this year, you know what I mean?
Well, more talking about like your classes. You can get more and more things to do in classes, I think.
This is true.
Yeah.
And you would have thought Quasi might have learned from last semester that 18 credit hours is too much.
You have 18?
I had 18 last semester too, and I was struggling, and we weren't even in season. So I don't know why I decided. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why I decided to do 18 again, but who knows? Maybe I'm just an idiot.
Look at the bright side. That means you'll have less credit hours due in the future.
I know, that was actually the plan, so that I can, like, chill out my senior year.
Oh.
It's not
good idea.
Good for me, man.
It's just, it's a difficult way to just to hit that like that, though, for sure. Oh. This is not in the show notes, Quasi, but I just seen this like just yesterday, I think. Did you hear Spotify actually has lossless audio now?
Oh, I did. I forgot to tell you that. I was gonna. Well, it's not out yet. But
I knew.
It's coming.
I was waiting for your text. I was waiting for something, and I didn't
saw
get
it.
So
the only thing was I was on the road to Indiana when I saw it, and
Indiana.
Yeah. And like I just, but here's the way thing, my data was working, it wasn't working.
Spotify has a very incredible discovery feature. I'm not denying that. Live DJ, phenomenal idea, concept. I love it. Right, but now I used to always say it's because they did not have lossless audio. Right, they have it now after a way too long a wait. They have been there so long. There's no reason why they shouldn't have this by now. Apple Music has more songs than Spotify does in their lineup.
Because the songs you listen to are on Spotify.
They have what?
The songs you listen to are on Spotify.
I'm not saying that they're not, but if they're not, that's a downgrade to me, right? Same price across the board. And they don't have as many songs to choose from. And it's also not integrated in my iPhone. Now, I know the app is not the worst thing to do with things, but the integration helps with certain things, right? Don't you think, overall?
Definitely.
So, like,
but
I don't know. I'm not saying Spotify is a treacherous platform.
You're saying integration, but let me tell you something. Man. You completely left out my favorite feature of Spotify. Let's go over it again. Let me open my Spotify app. This little button right here. This one right here, not the play button, but this button that allows me to play it off of. Let's say I'm listening to a song, and all of a sudden, I want to listen off my MacBook Pro. Oh wait, it's actually like really loud in my AirPods right now. But then I can switch it right back to my iPhone. You know what I mean? This is the greatest feature ever.
I think that would be a great thing to have on iPhone. They should do that, but they just didn't do it this year. Yeah. So there is that. I don't know. I don't want to go and switch now. That's not fun. Oh, Apple also made an app. Did you see this? To convert over
playlists to
music.
Spotify. Yeah. I saw.
They don't have that for Spotify though.
I'm pretty sure they do. It's just not like a Spotify made app. Anyhow, I do actually have class this morning, unfortunately.
I have
those
work
18
too,
credit hours.
What time is your class?
Probably 8.
Okay. Well, yeah, I had to get back and get.
But I kind of want to like shower and change and eat and do stuff that normal people.
I get
do
that.
Sometimes.
That's required. I get that.
It's not required. I could definitely let me tell you something about college. You can show up to class anyway, anyhow. You know what I mean? I just want to.
That is the college way of life.
you know?
And some
I
people
don't
don't
know.
even make it
It'd be
presentable.
ugly. Yeah, some people. There's actually this one guy last year. Thank God I'm not in the dorms anymore. Like, you would walk past his room, and you could smell that he hadn't showered in weeks.
Weeks?
Weeks. It was actually putrid.
Like a locker room at all times, basically, right?
No, it was worse than a locker room.
Worse.
Yeah.
You watch the show, by the way, Ted Lasso yet? Good. It's a really good show. Like, very good show.
Into it. If
Yeah,
I
you don't have to
time.
be a soccer fan to even that's the basis of it, but there's really way more deeper things in the soccer in that show for sure.
Right.
I should watch that again, actually. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for joining us this week. I know this is probably our longest episode to date. It has to be, right?
It just might be. I don't even know what we talked about for this entire. Like, how do we stretch it to an hour and 30
Our very
minutes?
first topic had 10 topics basically in it. So that's.
Yeah, but I feel like we really did that in like a matter of 20 minutes. I feel like.
No, it took us 45 minutes for the first topic.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Adam, we need to lock in one topic.
No,
Good
that's
Lord.
why the other ones
Sure, there
weren't
was 10
like
things in it, but
that's why the other topics weren't as juicy, if that makes sense. Like they're
Right.
like a lot quicker. That's why I did that. There's a reason behind all that. Well, then thanks again everybody for listening to us. Really appreciate it. We're gonna try to lock in some more, get some more views. I know we're dipping a little bit. We're gonna work on that. But that happens. It is what it is. But we thank people that are still listening to us, still watch us every week. Really appreciate that. And let's get some more interaction Discord in the comments. Really appreciate that. Any last closing comments, Quincy?
just thanks for being here for another week, guys.
Yes.
We're here, you're here, and really, we wouldn't be here if you guys weren't here. So,
It's true.
you guys make this all possible. We really appreciate you. So, No, I was gonna say without further ado. I don't have anything else to say.
Okay.
Without further ado. I love that saying.
Yes. And we'll see you all next week. Bye.
Adios.